Let's see. So it is currently 7:20 a.m. in the morning. I'm currently in Whiteville, Virginia. Can't say I haven't been here, but you know, I guess it's the first time for everything. So what's up? I'm Master Steve, and I'm actually road tripping from North Carolina to Chicago. Now, so the reason why I went to North Carolina in the first place is because my nephew actually had a birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
So I figured, you know what, why not drive to North Carolina? I can get my windows tinted at the same time and kind of make a trip out of it. But I also wanted to kind of test out how it was driving long distances in my Tesla. This is the first time that I drove this long. The ride from North Carolina to Chicago and vice versa is about 12 hours, give or take. 11 if you speeding, 13 if you kind of just chilling. But with the Tesla itself, coming here, it took me a little bit. I left at 6 a.m. and I got back to North Carolina like around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. But that's just because I've took the time to charge up my car fully every charge, and you know, I took my time in each area. I explored the area a little bit. But this time I'm taking it a little bit differently. So I'm taking a ride as if I'm just doing the 10 minutes to 15 minutes, the recommended charge times, just to see how long it will take. And so far, it's been cool. Every time I stop, I actually get a recommendation for the amount of time that it would take to continue the trip. So in this case, it's about 15 minutes. And right now I'm at 37%. It should get me to, I'm assuming, around 50 to 60% probably. In between each charge, that's about 2 hours, 3 hours here or there. But one thing that I do like about it is it gives you a recommended time and a recommended stopping points. So when you put in your destination, for example, going to Chicago, it already loaded up 4 recommended charging stations that you can stop at. So it's cool because in comparison of driving a normal car like my older car, like a Chevys, you just kind of just try to toughen it out and you don't stop until you pump up gas. But driving a Tesla, it actually forces you to stop, allows you to stretch your legs. A guy like myself, I like to push it through, but I also don't like driving, so it's cool to kind of have that rest point, but also not having to worry about finding the different stopping points to charge your car as well, because it's automatically loaded. So I am driving a Tesla Model 3. I just got it about 2 months ago, and I'm loving it so far. I mean, I just figured out I kind of just document the journey, since this is my first time actually taking my car on a road trip. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this video, and go ahead and comment below if you have a Tesla and where I should travel next. So I got like 5 minutes left on the charge, so I might as well go to get my stretch in. You know, you can't be riding without stretching. You gotta make sure your body is right. So I know for sure I didn't stretch coming here to to North Carolina from Chicago. So I'm like, let me you know, take better care of my body. Okay, so it is currently 9:21 a.m. I'm about 3 hours into the trip. Just plugged up. I'm in West Virginia now, Charleston, West Virginia, and now the charging says about 35 minutes remaining to continue the trip. So I'm gonna go to grab some food and, you know, just fill my belly a little bit, get some more energy. Okay, so what do I hate and what do I love about having a Tesla so far, being 2 months in? So 2 months in, I'm honestly loving the Tesla. Like, I have to literally think about what exactly I hate about the Tesla. The only thing that I am kind of like about is having these white seats, because obviously they can easily get dirty. But other than that, having a Tesla is freaking great. I mean, I feel like for my way of life, one, I used to drive on E all the time, so I needed a car that could charge itself, because I'd be risking it sometimes. But at least with this car, it's kind of like having your phone, so you're always, you know, focused on, hey, I need to charge, or hey, I'm gonna get a notification for when I need to charge, or, you know, hey, let me find this charging station for you. So I just love that feasibility. I love how everything is integrated within Tesla itself, so you don't have to worry about getting like any type of outside insurance. If you don't want to, you can just go with Tesla, which is what I have. Now, one thing I can add to the list of what I don't like is, you know, there's no Apple Play on here. So I wish there was Apple Play, but to be honest, with the technology that's in the Tesla, it's not that bad. It's kind of like you have Apple Play. But sometimes I just want to like plug up my phone or place my phone on the dash to charge. And I wish that would like just bring up Apple Pay right there. Apple Play right there. I think that would be pretty cool. Other than that, this thing is fast. I mean, it goes 0 to 60 and so quickly. Like, literally, as soon as you go on the highway, you're basically at 60. You gotta catch yourself, because like I'd be at like 110, not even knowing, because it just goes that fast. And I love how it also tells you like the amount of available chargers as well. So as you can see, there's like that little red number right there. So if you literally go through and search for all these different charging ports, it shows you the available chargers in your area, as well as the amount of available ports, which I think that is amazing. So coming from a guy that drove gas cars his whole life, I definitely have to say that this was definitely worth the investment. I think in the long run, I save at least $150 or a little under $150 per month just from not using gas. Yo, one thing about driving through Virginia and North Carolina is like the views are just so amazing. Like, I know y'all seen this in the video, but like I love the freaking mountains. I love the greenery. Being in Chicago, man, you mostly in the city, so you get a lot of buildings. But you know, at least here, man, it's just like a whole bunch of just mountains, a lot of open road, and it's just very refreshing, to be honest with you. Okay, so this is like my third charge, and I'm back in Chattahoochee. Crazy name. I hope it's chill here, I guess. But I feel like the Tesla charging ports be at the most random spots. Like, this one is in a freaking what do you call it, shopping center, I guess. And the other ones is like in hotel areas. So I'm like, I wonder why Tesla chose these specific locations. But you know, it's interesting. Nevertheless, like with these charging stations, you never really have to worry about like someone that's not a Tesla being in the actual parking spot, you know what I mean? So I think that's a good thing, 100%. But since I only have 15 minutes for this charge before I can continue, I might as well share how I actually got my Tesla. I actually financed my Tesla through my LLC, Master Steve LLC. I didn't have to worry about putting it in my, let's say, personal name. I just went through my LLC, I applied through the Tesla webpage, and from there it allows you to easily select how you want to pay for it. So at first I did get a pre-approval through my bank to get at least a loan that would be necessary, but I ended up going with the Tesla financing because it was a lower APR. It was like 2.99 compared to like a 3.25. So just, you know, just for your awareness, if you want to go with a new Tesla like I did, I suggest going through go ahead and establish your LLC, and go ahead and just go through the Tesla app and go ahead and go through all the Tesla stuff. So Tesla financing all the way to Tesla insurance, because it really made everything kind of simple. And then you're able to easily customize the car throughout the waiting process. But it took me like 6 months to get my car, which was pretty ridiculous. So, hey, if you have any questions, let me know. Or if you want me to walk more in depth of how I actually got it through the LLC, how I set it up and all that good stuff, let me know in the comments as well. I can make another video. So according to Tesla, at the rate that I'm going, I would get back home at 6:26. I left the house at 6 o'clock, so I'm making amazing time. I'm looking forward to just being home a little early, which is nice. Let's see, 2 more charging stations and then I'll be done with charging. Let's get it. Not gonna lie to y'all, man. Your boy is tired. At this point, I've probably been driving for like maybe, what, it's 2 o'clock now, almost? So I've been driving for almost 8 hours. But we trooping through. So right now, we in Indiana right now. And there's like a whole bunch of Teslas at this one. This Tesla charging port is at a Mayor's. I'm assuming this is like a grocery store. But look at these, man. All these beautiful Teslas all around. After this stop, we have one more stop. It's also in Indiana. And then we should be on a route to Chicago. It should be a straight route from here. Yeah, so I think after taking this trip and not having the self-drive in my car, I'm starting to realize, maybe I should try it with the self-drive next time. I do love driving, but I also didn't want to pay the extra $10,000 to put the self-drive in my car. So I know there's like a monthly subscription that they have. So I might do that the next time. I might get like a monthly subscription and just like test out the self-driving and see if I like it. And then worst case, I can always like, you know, not resume the subscription. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna come eventually. And we made it back to Chicago, back in the crib, feeling good. So the trip was actually not that bad. I actually made it back in like maybe 12 hours. So it was way quicker than coming to North Carolina, but that's probably because we ran into a lot of traffic going to North Carolina. But it wasn't a bad trip at all. Altogether, I spent a little bit under... So I added up all the numbers, and altogether I spent $76.10 to get to Chicago from North Carolina. And that's about a 12 to 13 hour drive normally. So I know if I would have drove my Chevy, I would have had to fill up a tank at least 3 times to get to North Carolina. So, and to fill up my tank for a Chevy, that costs alone like $60 now with gas prices. So I would have paid at least $180 compared to that 76. But nevertheless, I enjoyed the ride. I hope y'all enjoyed the process. I definitely recommend the Tesla for sure when it comes to long road trips. I definitely will do it again. The next time I'm going to try it with the self-driving just to see how that is. And I keep y'all tuned. Until then, thank y'all for watching. Definitely subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up. And until next time, remember your own limitations are those in your own mind. Stevie TV out.
Mr. Steve, y'all. I told her, like, I knew it was gonna